So this right here is the 4-arc method for drawing ellipses or circles in isometric. That is, circles become distorted as an ellipse when projected in isometric drawings. And the 4-arc method is an approximate technique for drawing an ellipse in an isometric view. It's using 4 arcs to approximate the shape of an ellipse, and the steps are very easy. First step, we cross the major axis and the minor axis. Notice that my set squares are resting on the t-square. Major axis is the longest, minor axis the shortest. Second step is to go from the wide corners to the halfway points on the opposite side. Notice how I'm using the set square to go directly across. This is exactly halfway on the opposite side. Again, I'll use the set square on the 60 degrees here, from the wide corner to the halfway point on the opposite side, wide corner to the halfway point on the opposite side. Next step is to identify the 4 centers. Here are the wide corners, and the next center are these interior ones where they cross on the major axis. The next step is to draw our arcs. Here we go. Put the pointy end of the compass on the wide corner, and this line right here, our web slung across to the wall on the opposite side, is our radius, and that draws the arc around there and here. It's gone off a little bit. And then here is our center point. Make sure it's not the center. It is the center point which we found just before. And the radius is here, as describes the arc around there. Now, it's not a perfect ellipse by any means. It is an approximate method, but it should join up perfectly if done correctly. So I'm just going to quickly do this one. Once again, major axis, minor axis. From the wide corner to the halfway point on the opposite sides. Wide corner to the halfway points on the opposite sides. Identify the wide corners as our center points and these found points on the major axis. This arc, this arc, this arc, and finally this arc. All the way around. And there we go, the 4-arc method for isometric circles.